something, but it's been really, really bad. We had no power from Sunday to last night, Monday night. So a long, long time. No, Tuesday night. Today is Wednesday. And just 10 minutes before I was about to go live, I had another power cut. So I've turned everything on, but I just want to say if I disappear and in the middle, then I've had a power cut and I'll just have to do a video at a later point and put it up so you'll see the finished product. So today I want to share something from the Sale-A-Bration catalogue, which, as you know, finishes at the end of the month. And just to do a little quick and easy watercolour project. And yeah, so let's flick over to the desktop and we will get started. So welcome, welcome. So glad to have you here with me today. So glad to be here. I was a little bit worried, obviously, that I wouldn't make it. So the 5th of January to the 28th of February, and these are amazing products. Plus there's some extra products online that are from the annual catalogue as well, if you've seen one of those, but I'm working out of the Sale-A-Bration catalogue today. And these are free with qualifying purchase. So in New Zealand, either $90 or $90, $110 and $220 purchases. You get to choose your free stamp set. It's 90 not New Zealand, or 110. So today I've actually used the sentiment from here. It's your day, from this gorgeous owls set. I have actually done a few of these in this owl stamp set. That was so cute. Just love that. Couldn't wait to play with that. And let me just flick over all these beautiful stamps and papers. And right, so today we're going to be using this one here. It is the In the Country, and it's with $110. And I just thought it's a great one to just do a quick watercolor card. Nothing too hard, something that anyone could do. I just like to share things with people that obviously anyone can achieve. So the first thing though is you have now, excuse mine, they're quite dirty. You have two black inks. Stampin' Up has two black inks, Memento and StazOn. So Memento is perfect for when you're using Stampin' Blends or just ordinary other ink, and StazOn is fantastic for watercolouring. Either that or wet embossing, but StazOn is the ink that you need to use. It takes a little bit extra to dry, but it won't run. If you use Memento, it would run. And I'm going to be using the Fluid 100 paper. This is our specialty watercolour paper. And where is the entry? There it is. So this is, we have glimmer paper, which is finer, but if you're doing quite heavy watercolouring, this is much better. So what watercolour paper does is it just allows the colour to move and the water to move before it's soaked in, so you can get some gorgeous patterns and images going with watercolour paper. With ordinary paper, it just soaks straight in. So I'm going to be using this paper today because I really wanted it with the gorgeous texture. So I hope those of you out there watching today, if you are from New Zealand and been caught in the cyclone, I just really hope you are safe and not too much damage done to your property. I have pre-stamped this. Now I have cut out, this is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, I think it is, Fluid 100, and I've gone ahead and taped this down onto my Stamparatus, and I have stamped it with StazOn. Now, as I said, StazOn does take a little time to dry, so you just need to give it that extra time. So I thought I'd do it beforehand so we don't sit and watch paint dry. Hello, Sylvia, sun is shining. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you, Sylvia. That's lovely. I know. I'm looking out. I can see blue sky. It's just fabulous. Just fabulous. Okay. So let's start. I have no idea. I've just grabbed some colours and I am going to just... Now, how I like to do mine, there is different ways. We've got these aqua brushes, of course, and they come in a set of 3 with 3 different sizes. This is the big, well-loved fat one, which is good for covering large areas. We have the fine one and we have the medium one. Now, these come with barrels with water in that you can pick up ink and just use it that way. Today I'm going to be dipping them into my well here, and I'm going to be putting my paint, which is, hello Kayla, you love this, oh thank you, oh, it's so lovely to have you here. Hope you're well. Yes, it was a long time without power, I must admit, but yes, it's lovely to all be back and semi back to normal. But as I say, just about 10 minutes before I started, I had a power cut, so you never know if it's going to happen. So as I say, I just want to do, this is obviously watercolouring. You can do, I was going to say more intense, that's not quite the right word, but you can do it more intricate, I suppose, with more shading and things like that. I'm going to just do a very quick but still effective colouring here. I'm going to use grey for this. Debated, I've seen some lovely, actually, Kayla, I think I saw one of yours, beautiful used pink or something on the bricks. I thought that was gorgeous. I'm going to do grey brick today, because I'm going to do the flowers, etc., and I really want them to pop. So I'm just trying to avoid, there are little flowers up here, which you probably can't see. So as I say, I'm just going over this really quite, I'm not being precise, if you know what I mean. I'm just going in and covering. And so this is, I should tell you the colour, shouldn't I, that I've put on. This is Smoky Slate. I've seen some beautiful cards, and it just really lends itself. You're from Sydney. Thank you, Leslie. Yeah, it has been quite scary. I think the weather or the nature is trying to tell us something, that's for sure. Right. So I haven't added water. Now, if you want something, which I'll probably do if I do sky, you can add water to your paper first, and that will enable you to move your colour around. So if I was to put water down and then add colour, that would then move all the colour around to create some beautiful movement. But I'm wanting it to be a little bit more precise, so I'm just putting it onto dry paper. But I haven't really done much watercolouring lately. Hello Linda, how are you going? Well, I'm sitting out here and I'm looking out and there's blue sky. Can you believe it? Actually, last night it was still raining and still blowing a gale, but today we've got blue sky. Still a little bit windy out there, but there's blue sky. So, and I've got power, still, albeit a little bit intermittently, I've still got power. So I'm just going to add a little bit. Now you can wait for your watercolor to dry between. I'm not wanting it to dry. I'm just using a darker color. I'm now using basic gray, and I'm going to do it that way with the colors blending in together. If you wanted to really add some more detailed shading, you could wait for, or use your heat tool and wait for that to dry. All right. Yes, sun, and I don't know if you can hear the crickets, but the crickets are going crazy, and everyone is just happy to be away and out of this storm. Right. Oops, I need to do a bit more up the top. Never experienced anything like that before, I must admit. It's not something I want to do again. And the only trouble, you know, when you do something like this, a bit of watercolouring or something where you're colouring, you have to listen to me talk because I've got to chat to you. Well, don't have to, but I have to chat because it does take a little while, obviously, to do this colouring. So if you have any questions or anything you want to know, just message. Okay. Now I'm going to get the fine brush for some of this, and I'm just going to grab my soft suede. Yeah, so you have to hear more of my voice. I'm going to add just a little bit of, there's a little hanging pots there, so add some brown in that. Now this stamp is really good because, you see I need a bit of grey in there. There's lots of shading naturally already on the images, which makes it so much easier, and why this is quick and easy to do. Now I've got my trusty micro cloth. You missed the start. What colour did you? I used smoky slate, and then I've gone in with basic grey. So I'm just following the pattern already set up on the stamp. And I'm not really, as you can see, I'm just putting it on there. And don't want to cover those flowers. Now, let me see. I want to do, I thought I might do the flowers. I might do the flowers red, sweet sorbet. I've picked out red and orchid oasis, but I think I might do red because that's quite a dull colour grey, isn't it? So, okay. Now, you've got to find the flowers. And I'm just adding some dots. There are leaves mixed in with this as well, so I'll come back with some green. But honestly, it is just one of those, if I do a flower green or a leaf red, it's really not going to matter. So this could be like a climbing rose. So if you had a lot of, like if you had the water on the base and adding colour, if you were adding shading from that, it's much, it is wise to wait for each layer to dry. But because we're just doing it onto dry, it is not an issue. Right, I'm just going to add some, taking up all the space here. So this is some Orchid Oasis. And then I'm going to add that. This could be hydrangeas. And so I've used the in colours actually because they're lovely and bright and happy colours, and I really, really like them. Right. So then I have got some Parakeet Party for the greenery. Let me just wipe some of this off. Still looking a bit grey, but I'm going to add some green in there now. So why it's quick and easy too is, as I say, Stampin' Up! Has added lots of the shading and detail that you need. So I hope everyone else, if anyone is listening here and is from New Zealand, that there wasn't too much damage done in your property. You've got some major slips. We've got quite a large area, a lot of it bush, and we've got some major slips that we'll have to see if we can sort, but nothing that is going to affect the house or anything like that, thank goodness. Right, so this is Parakeet Party, adding some of that into the rambling rose there. Now for the door, I thought I wanted a nice bright colour, so I'm using Tahitian Tide. I need some more space on here again. Actually, I'll just grab this one. I've got another one here with a bit of balmy blue on it already, and going to make it a bright turquoise door. It is very cathartic, I think, watercolouring, or colouring of any description actually, I must admit, is, I'll just make sure that's dry. I thought, what a perfect thing to do. Yeah, it's lovely and bright, isn't it? That's what I wanted. I love this turquoise colour. Yay. So now I'm just going to add, now I will add a little bit of water this time. I'm just going to do a little bit of sky, not a lot. And that is balmy blue on here. Just want that to move a little bit, so there we go. I might come back in with a bit of the green. So because, as I say, I've got the grey background there, I just wanted to use really bright colours to pop. And you've only got to the end of the month to get this free. I'll bring it up so you can see it in a minute, because it's hard to see. It's quite little. So if you haven't given watercolour a go, you really do need to have a go. Here we go. Right, I'm just going to dry. Let me get rid of these before I get them on something. Just going to give it a quick little blast. Because I'm going to stamp on there. So as I say, I've kept it very loose. I have not been very detailed. And I'm going to just use get the water out of the way, that's dangerous. My stays on again. Okay. So this is from the Owl stamp set, which I know has been a big favourite. Adorable owls. Okay. That's dry enough. It's your day. Right. Don't you love the Stamparatus? Because I actually, when I put this on, I stamped it twice just to give it a really dark outline. Okay, so now you've got to remove this quite gently. You don't want to rip your paper. So because two reasons to tape it up. It keeps it even, but also you can create a lovely little frame there with it. And right, just taking this off very gently. Okay, I'm going to trim it down a little bit. The great thing about this paper too is that it's quite rough anyway. Okay, I'm just going to trim it down a little bit. And still keeping a little bit of a frame. And as I say, it's a very quick and easy card because it's just going to go straight onto this black frame, black piece of cardstock. So the time's taken with watercolouring, obviously. And that's going to go on here. I think I've done that side a bit too big. I have to trim that down. Here's my okay. So that is 4. So that should be 4. Oh, it is. It's all right. Okay. And that is going to go on the front. And I thought I'd just add one little gem, probably just this one here. And that is how easy it is to do. And this is using the other image in the stamp set. So you've got the two. You've got this gorgeous villa and this country road. And I just wanted to share how easy it is to create some quick and easy cards, perfect for sending off to someone. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you give watercolouring a go. It is really, really fun. I just love it. So take care, everybody. Stay safe, and thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching this later, please do leave a comment. Love to hear from you. Bye.